lurkers. Hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct. I'm about to begin a Tales of Monkey Island adventure. Chapter 1. The launch, the screaming narwhal. Now, I've been trying to play for all the Monkey Islands. Monkey Island 1 and 2, of course. Classic 16-bit era games. I don't know what bit they are. I think Monkey Island 1 is 8-bit and 16-bit because it was made on the Amiga and the Atari and whatever. You've got Monkey Island 3, which is like 2000s. It's actually Monkey Island 3 and 4 are sort of aren't made for modern computers, which makes them the Square games. But Monkey Island 3 has a sort of, let's say, Disney-esque, although now Disney means something different nowadays as well, cartoonishness to it. And Monkey Island 4, of course, was 3D. But they're all LucasArts games. They're all good in various ways, even if I have my issues with Monkey Island 4. But for Monkey Island 5, we have Telltale Games, which is, you know, as a company, sort of interesting in and of themselves. Because I guess nowadays everyone knows Telltale. I mean, they got shut down and then they've come back recently, I think. But everyone knows Telltale because of the Walking Dead games, I think, or did at the time. But who cares about Walking Dead anymore, right? It was Monkey Island. Monkey Island is forever. Before that, they were known, I think, for Sam and Max games and the Monkey Island games. Sam and Max games before that. Before Sam and Max, it would have been Homestar Runner, I think, which is very, niche. I may have to stream Homestar Runner, the game. See if I can get my friend who knows a lot more about Homestar than I do to watch along. But we'll start now. I'll have thoughts. But one thought I can have is, of course, you can see the 3D guy there. He's a lot more detailed than Guybrush and Monkey Island 4. But he sort of has this feel that every single Sam and Max and Monkey Island character has. The sort of utilitarian model. It's really hard for me to describe what it is about it that I'm not super keen on. It might be those dead eyes. And for Monkey Island 4, it was a lot more primitive than this. But this is like a game with a much smaller scope. I mean, Narwhal. I'll tell you what, though. I never finished this series. I played a couple of them. I had my issues with them. But they're smaller. Each individual game is smaller than the previous. But obviously as a whole, maybe it's greater than the sum of its parts. Let's see. Let's start a new game. So I think the issue is they're playing these and Monkey Island, not Monkey Island, and Sam and Max. They there's a pattern. Gets repetitive playing one after the other. Whereas, you've got to gather these 3 things, do you? Which the earlier games did have, but because they were in big, large games. And they all had different approaches. Anyway, we're deep in the Caribbean.
At last, my victory is at hand. Har, har, har. Behold, the legendary 13th monkey of Montevideo. Har, whose sacrifice will eternally bind the oceans themselves to my infernal will. Ar, ha, har. Rest yet.
Half as much as I'll be when Guybrush guts your diseased carcass with his voodoo cutlass, you doddering sack of scum.
See, her voice is back.
Hold your breath.
His voice is different, though.
Last-minute heroics, me dear. The last I saw of your mighty pirate husband, he was being torn apart by a school of my ravenous piranha poodles.
All right, LeChuck, put down the monkey and back away from my wife.
Guybrush!
Arr, Threepwood! You've led me be a merry chase, but soon the dread mysteries of these ancient simians will be mine, and the seas will run red with the blood of my enemies. Har, har, har.
Yeah, well, fight like a...
No time to waste, Guybrush. Finish enchanting that sword before LeChuck completes his spell.
I'm on it. One LeChuck defeating cursed cutlass of Kaflu coming up. Now, where did I leave those handy voodoo instructions?
They're pinned to your mast.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Turn the sound down in my head. How is the volume? It might be a little low. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I got interrupted by the actual plot going on. Har, har, har. Not super keen on Elaine being tied up like that again. I used to have this. It might have even been a demo, but a movie maker, Windows Movie Maker, not like a video making program. It was a 3D movie directing program where you had like 10 scenes and a load of figures that you could walk around, and you could put voice acting into it, and you can make little films. And there's something about this series that reminds me of that. Like, everything feels like I can see their toy box and the different locations, and I can. It's like seeing into the Matrix. I can see into these games, like ooh, with the voodoo. No, not like that. I mean, I don't know. I have a difficult time articulating what it is about them. Am I at an angle? But I'm gonna try not to be judgmental. You know what? Because it's actually a much better looking game than 4. Dragon. Okay, can I use my controller?
If Tootie gets his hands on you, LeChuck.
No, I'm just gonna check whether this uses.
The only thing that can stop LeChuck.
Yeah. Okay. There is a hint system in this game, which and it has been turned off. But I want to know. Give me a second. Whether I'm about to clap. Whether it uses controller. Maybe I've got to turn it off and on. We have the controller working.
Have you no heart, LeChuck? Wait. What do I say? Of course he doesn't.
But I may have to use. Yeah, it seems I have to use the mouse anyway. But I can walk around with the controller if I want.
Come to Guybrush, you spooky voodoo recipe, you. Well,
So
I had to sail 6 of the 7 major seas to find the ingredients, but I've finally finished the cutlass. Almost. Now all I need to do is find some fizzy root beer to spray on it, and LeChuck's as good as toast. Icky disease toast.
okay. Oh, there we go. Bloodstained silver, ultimate insult, minus diamond, voodoo doll, enchanted root beer. That's from the first game. Must be fizzy. Spray cutlass with root beer. And he's already created the cutlass.
I'd fire the cannon, but Elaine jettisoned all my ammo after I accidentally sunk her mother's schooner.
Har, har, har.
Aww.
Ah, the legendary monkey casket of Kauai. I'll never forget the horrible hula of Hades I had to do to get this thing. Is this thing sloshing? 4 words you don't want to hear when you pick up a coffin.
Right edge of the screen.
Har, har, har.
For the last time, LeChuck, I'm just not that into you.
Was that? How do I look at things?
Cease your infernal struggling, or I'll cut you from dog to gizzard.
Oh, okay.
Fizzy Phil's breath mints. Give your mouth the gift of fizz.
Okay, that's how we fizz up a thing.
You wouldn't believe all the incredible adventures I went through finding all the parts for this thing. Looks like I've only got a couple of steps left.
Okay.
I wonder how you open this thing. Aha! A seltzer bottle full of root beer. I haven't seen one of these since before I had a beard. Bet this stuff will work wonders on my cutlass. Oh, this city.
Cool.
I kind of guessed that the breath mints would make the root beer fizzy, but I'm a little freaked out by the glow.
Cool. Oh, hang on.
Prepare to meet your frosty carbonated maker, LeChuck.
Arr! Come and get me a dirt-digging doily dipper!
Stop showboating and spray the sword, Guybrush!
I'm not showboating, I'm... Whoa. Oops.
Now we're going to die. Again. Wonderful.
Okay, no problem. I just need to find a fresh supply of impossible-to-find voodoo root beer. I sure hope there's some on Elaine's ship whose mind's as dry as a bone. And not one of those wet bones. I'm talking a dry bone.
Jump to Elaine.
Elaine, my beautiful butter...
What?
I said, Elaine, my beautiful butter...
Beautiful butter?
I was gonna say buttercup, but you keep cutting me off.
Oh, Guybrush. Now stop the chuck or we're all dead.
Elaine, you've got inordinately strong thighs. See if you can swing me that rope.
It's not long enough, but I've got a better idea.
There we go. Cool.
How'd you do that?
You don't spend several years at the side of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, without picking up a few tricks, darling.
You were doing that stuff before, Guybrush.
My ship, my booty, my collection of autographed sextants.
We'll buy you some more sextants later. Just stop LeChuck.
Ah, Threepwood. So good of you to join us. Saves me the trouble of having to sink your ship.
Right, I just need to. I did some adjustments before I started, but okay. I think I might be better. See about game.
Stop LeChuck from tormenting those monkeys.
Oh, look at the
Hang in
monkey.
there, guys. We'll get you out as soon as I put an end to LeChuck. I wondered where all my gunpowder went after the mother-in-law incident.
Yes.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. Hey, LeChuck.
Arr!
Well, that didn't work.
Yes.
Those roots could really use a trim.
Oh, we're making root beer, aren't we? Okay.
Let's see if we can cut back some of those unruly roots. There, much neater.
Yes.
So yeah, making a recipe, but with substitute ingredients is like the standard Monkey Island puzzle. So I kind of like them starting the game like this.
For the last time, LeChuck, I'm just not that into you.
Oh, grog.
Won't someone please think of the monkeys?
Let's see if these roots add anything to this horrible knot grog. Ugh. This root grog is bland, joyless, and jejune. It's also flat.
Well, I can fix that the same way I did the other one.
Now that's some fizzy root grog. I bet it still tastes like monkey snout, though.
Doesn't matter what it tastes like. It's not for you.
Nah, It's a glowing, fizzy barrel of root grog.
I would like to pick it up.
Won't someone please think of them?
Elaine,
Guybrush?
I've replaced the root beer with root grog. Do you think that'll work?
I hope so, or those monkeys are doomed. Dip the cutlass in it and hurry.
What's LeChuck doing with all these monkeys anyway?
I think it's some sort of blood sacrifice in exchange for the secret language of plankton. Or maybe he just really hates monkeys. It's all been a little vague.
That's strange. LeChuck's soul-chilling schemes are usually so well planned.
Why is there like half control of the sport? That's really weird. Let me move
Please
this.
think of the monkeys.
Yeah.
Okay, you barrel of disgusting low-cal goo. Make yourself useful. Booyah! Look out, LeChuck! Here comes Guybrush Threepwood's glowing sword of hot monkey vengeance!
Interesting. So, I genuinely don't remember any of this. I'll probably recognize some puzzles later on, but right now...
LeChuck!
Do you mind? I'd be in the middle of an unholy ceremony here.
Unholy this!
Unholy this?
Yeah, I know, but he didn't give me much to work with. Hey!
Arr, arr. You can't defeat me that easily, sheepwood. Wait, what's happening?
Is that how the cutlass is supposed to work?
I don't know, it's so bright! What the heck?
Woof.
I'm human.
That's debatable.
Guybrush, quick! Finish him off!
What? Oh, right! This is for the monkeys, LeChuck!
What are you doing? Finish him!
It's not me, it's my hand! It won't... Uh-oh. Elaine!
Guybrush?
Elaine!
There we go. Based on characters created by Ron Gilbert. We'll be seeing him. Well, we won't. We'll be seeing his game next. I mean, I say next. There's like 6 of these games, but he's got a cursed hand.
Elaine?
Ahoy there, me hearty!
What?
Don't worry, we'll have you up and sucking back a grog in... No, I don't! My beautiful pirate don't! I'll get you for this, you craven billed rat!
Sorry, I don't know what got into me. Oh, this can't be good.
You know, you really should have that looked at, kid.
Huh?
The name's Nipperkin. Davy Nipperkin, senior reporter, Keel Hauler Gazette. Welcome to Flotsam Island. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Actually,
Great. What's your name, where'd you come from, and how'd you get here?
Okay.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, and...
Pirate, eh? Well, I believe it when I see it, kid. Still, it'd be nice to have a real genuine pirate buckling his swash around Flotsam Island again. Why, I haven't had an honest-to-goodness pirate story to write about in over 6 months. Yes, sirree, Bob. Nothing like the promise of a good pirate story to get the old journalistic juices flowing again, says I. Say, just listen to me prattling on while you stand there all wet and confused and whatnot. So, what's your story, Creepwood?
So what I do like is that it's a brand new story. It's not gone back to the first island like the 4 did. I think it was regrettable. I mean, obviously 6 is going to, but like 6 is, you know, it's an anniversary game, obviously.
This island looks, lovely, but where can I find a ship? I really need to get back to the Rock of Gelato and find my wife.
Well, there's only one ship here on Flotsam Island, but it won't do you any good.
Why not?
It's the winds, Threepwand, the winds. Here on Flotsam Island, the winds are always blowing inward 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's a freak of nature, a fluke, a curse. Whatever you want to call it, the result is the same. Once you've landed on Flotsam Island, you're trapped.
Are you seriously telling me there's no way off this island?
Well, not by ship, anyway. The only person who I think might know a way off the island is Deep Gut.
Is Deep Gut a... I was going to say an X-Files joke, but it's that name's from something else. Watergate name. What?
Deep Gut? What's a deep gut?
Deep Gut's my secret source
Yeah.
for off-island news stories, and it's a good thing, too. Without the Gut's uncanny inter-island scoops, the Keelhaulder Gazette would never be able to compete with those snooty prima donnas over at the Flotsam Times.
Island news? Hey, then he might know something about Elaine. Where can I find this Deep Gut?
Hold on a second, pirate boy. Davy J. Nipperkin doesn't go handing over his secret sources to every Tom, Dick, and Guybrush that washes ashore.
But I can pay you with treasure from my ship, which is probably at the bottom of the ocean by now.
Look, kid, you seem like a nice enough pirate, so I'll make you a deal.
Right, so what I was going to say, Deep Throat's from Watergate Scandal, right? So I know Deep Throat from Metal Gear Solid, and now, you know, you go, well, but that's a strange... because it could be a real live reference, or it could be an X-Files reference, because Deep Throat's in X-Files as well. But Metal Gear Solid 2 has Mr. X. Mr. X is a great name, because it's... how can you trust somebody called Mr. X? It's identically... Hang on. Because it sounds like you're saying misdirects, as in, you know, a liar. Anyway... Mr. X is in Metal Gear Solid 2, so I'm like, oh, even if it was a Watergate reference, now it's an X-Files reference. But yeah, Deep Gut is... but when was this made? After X-Files ended, certainly. I do like the joke, it's in earlier games, of you choosing an answer, but him going, no, I'm going to say this, because that's a stupid thing to say.
A deal?
Yeah, off-island news is nice and all, but the fair citizens of Flotsam are getting tired of stories about faraway lands they'll never see again. Not to mention that I hate being beholden to this Deep Gut person.
So?
So I need some nice, meaty, local pirate news.
I love making pirate news.
That's the spirit, kid. You can translate that moxie into news-making pirate mayhem, and I'll hand you Deep Gut on a silver platter.
Yeah, this'll be a snap. A snap. A snap. Ow!
It's also Monkey Island 4. This inherits some of the bad ideas from Monkey Island 4, that's the thing. And I'm not including 3D. 3D's fine. I think what it is it's exactly Monkey Island 4, where it feels like there were just so many voodoo artifacts. And going through the series, it feels a bit unfair. Like in 4, because you're like, oh, you got the ultimate insult, and like by this game it's just like you tripping over yourself, tripping over voodoo artifacts. But like first two games are kind of like that as well. I still think they're a little bit more sparing in the first two games. Like, the only real voodoo things are, like, LeChuck related. And they are here as well, but, like, we've been fighting LeChuck for ages, so it makes sense that there's going to be more and more. So I've noticed the curse is not there. Whatever.
Well, that's not gonna work. Attention! Club 41, Flotsam Island's most prestigious pirate organization, is no longer accepting new applications for membership. Thank you for your continued interest, and please go away.
Card?
Card? What card? Club 41. I wonder what the 41 stands for. Printers Ink, the lifeblood of the newspaper industry, lovingly harvested from squid udders. Wind still sucks. Flotsam Island endures 1,138th straight day of unwelcome winds. Hey, Davey.
Call me Nipperkin, kid. Everyone else does.
I'd rather not. So, what sorts of swashbuckling do you go in for around these parts?
Oh, we used to love all sorts of piracy here on Flotsam. Barely a day would go by without a good bar fight, ship seizing, a buried treasure cropping up. Now it seems like all anyone wants to do is hang around and wait for the winds to change.
Well, leave it to me, and your sleepy little hamlet will be bubbling over with buccaneering boisterousness before you know it. Bye.
Keep up the pirating, kid. I'm rooting for you.
Okay, so one of the things in the earlier games is, this might be just the first one, but it's just sometimes you talk to people because they say funny things, because it's a comedy game, and I don't want to click those lines because they feel like they're prompting me, they're giving me hints.
No one allowed in there but keel hauler employees, Leapwood. You're thinking of becoming a reporter?
Oh, heck no.
Hey.
Whoever built this jail really wanted to put the burr in Brig. Those eye carvings are creepy. Whoever built this jail... From the jails, the flag, and the general air of perverted justice, I can only guess that this must be the Flotsam Island Courthouse.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye. Owing to the unprecedented downturn in criminal activity on Flotsam Island, I've locked up the courthouse and taken a long-delayed 3-month sabbatical. Please don't break any laws until I return, or else. Sincerely, Judge Grindstump.
Alright, what it feels like is Monkey Island 3 had these good ideas with the Good Soup family, and it sort of broadened what Monkey Island could be. Because Monkey Island 3 was like the first non Ron Gilbert game, and then it was just sort of a bit more difficult for the rest of the games to do those ideas and be as good as Monkey Island 3.
I guess court isn't in session today, which is probably a good thing considering all the laws I'll be breaking.
Anyway, like, I'm throwing shade here, and so far the game's done nothing wrong, so like...
Pirates plundering your palace? Buccaneers bashing your balustrades? Swashbucklers slicing your stomachs? Then you need Morgan Le Fay, pirate hunter par excellence. Great, a pirate hunter. I need that like I need a 4th nipple.
I know Morgan Le Fay's important. Is there a run button? Because I'll give them this. They're better at making 3D environments than Monkey Island 4. Again, they've got a lot more technology. And it's, you know, it's better looking, obviously.
It's locked. Alphabet sale. Free vowels while supplies last.
Alphabet owns Google, right? Okay, is this the Marquis de Sade's house?
The doctor is busy.
Not de Sade, but the Marquis.
Flowers.
A Marquis that is a
Mummy
sadist.
skunks. I'd better pick this up before someone notices, trips over it.
A bit of a nose. Yeah, is this a Marquis to evil person? Because I may be remembering things.
I'm not sure whether this is late Rococo or early creepy. Holy screaming starfish! I think I've just found my ride off this stinking island.
Not so fast, my well-coiffed friend.
Who?
Reginald Van Winslow, captain of the Screaming Narwhal. And you are?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Oh, really? What can I do for you, Mr. Mighty Pirate?
So yeah, we're literally in what, the second scene, let's say, our second location of the entire series, and we already have a palette swap character. Again, I don't fault them for money saving stuff. It's just, it's literally the second scene.
Do you know anything about Club 41?
Club 41? Wonderful place. I haven't been there since I lost my membership card when I seized the narwhal.
How'd you end up on Flotsam?
Same as everyone else here, lad. The winds. I was chasing some brigand that had stolen my hard-earned booty when all of a sudden Flotsam's capricious winds picked up my ship, shredded it to bits, and plunked me down here on her bounteous shores.
Nice ship. Were you drunk when you built it?
Good one, boyo. But I didn't build the Screaming Narwhal. It was assembled by a committee of concerned Flotsam citizens.
Were they drunk?
No, but they had to use whatever floated ashore. Hence, the aforementioned constructed by Sots Look.
Well, if you didn't build the narwhal, why are you the captain?
By tradition, whoever knocks the captain of the Screaming Narwhal off the deck gets to be the captain, until he's knocked off by the next guy.
So all I have to do is knock him off, huh? Heave to and strike your colors! I've come to seize your ship!
You have? Jolly good. No one's been man enough to take the Screaming Narwhal for over 2 years.
He's got a really good attitude for someone who's about to lose his ship. Why are you so happy about me seizing your ship?
I love a good challenge. Girds the mind and sharpens the loins, don't you know?
Huh? Well, if you didn't build the narwhal, why are you the captain?
By tradition.
So all I...
Love the skip.
Be seeing ya!
I look forward to it. And I never ever do a thing about the weather, because the weather never ever does a thing for me.
The Screaming Narwhal may not be particularly pretty or seaworthy, but at least she's a ship. Prepare to be boarded, Van Winslow!
Bacon grease, boyo. Slickest stuff in the 7 seas.
Oh, crud. This jacket was an anniversary present, and now it's all covered with bacon grease. Man, is Elaine gonna be PO'd.
Bird. Oh, bird's gone. Do you have anything for that grease? Yep.
If this Morgan Le Fay pirate hunter is half as nasty as his ads, I'd better give him a wide berth. I know you're supposed to stop and smell the flowers, but this pot looks like someone's taken it a wee bit too literally.
Nice bit of crank.
Hey, there's something in this sock. Club 41. Probationary member number 37. Reginald Van Winslow. This should come in handy.
Cool. Let's go to the club.
Alphabet sale!
Wow. Never thought I'd see a pirate selling glass unicorns for a living.
Aye, and I never thought I'd see a talking baboon. So I guess we're even.
It's Crimp Digit. Where did you come
there,
from?
Scruffy artisan. I'm Guybrush Streetwood, mighty pirate.
Mighty pirate.
Ahoy yourself! I be Gaffer Crimp Digit, pirate glassblower.
What's this alphabet sale all about?
It's the latest thing. I make unbreakable tubes in the shapes of letters, which can be used to create festive illuminated business signs, novelty mementos, or lamps.
Kitschy.
Aye, very camp. Consonants cost 48 pieces of 8, but today I'm giving away 1 free vowel per customer. Would you like a vowel?
I think I'd like one of those free vowel tubes.
You'd like to buy a vowel, eh? Here you go.
A U? What about A, E, I, O, or even Y?
All sold out. All we got is U-tubes these days.
I mean, I'll be putting this up on the YouTubes. But after I stream it on Twitch.
How'd a crusty pirate like yourself wind up making little glass unicorns?
Listen, matey. Glass blowing's every bit as dangerous as sailing the Spanish Main. One false move with your glass jack near the glory hole, and you can kiss your eyeballs goodbye.
I can? I'm not sure that's biologically possible. So, unicorns, huh?
Aye, graceful, delicate creatures they are. Though, to be honest, they aren't selling so well to the pirate community at large. For my next project, maybe I'll be making something that really speaks to them. Assuming I can ever sell these blasted horny buggers.
What can you tell me about Flotsam Island?
Well, you probably already know about Flotsam Infernal Winds. But has anyone told you about the reefs?
The reefs?
Aye, the crystal reefs of Flotsam Island. Sharper than a dragon's tooth they be. They encircle the island, shredding in a ship foolish enough to get caught in Flotsam's winds.
Yikes. Thanks for chatting, but I got a wife and arch nemesis to return to.
Aye, who doesn't?
Carvings of mermaids. Or are they mermen?
I thought it was a lizard. Okay, you know what? That's the third screen and not the second.
Any news?
It's a U-shaped tube. The U must stand for unbreakable, I guess. For such an exclusive club, you'd think they'd have higher quality membership cards.
It's that bone. I can't remember the quotes. I'm trying to do the quote to the American song. Okay, I see eyes, I see a nose.
No, I don't think a flower sconce would enhance the feng shui right here.
Curious about certain things. So, this ink. What do I want the ink for?
I don't want to get ink all over that. Actually, I kind of do, but I don't think it'll help.
I don't know, this all kind of counts as one bit, but whatever.
Card.
Card? Oh, yes, my membership card. Here you go.
Very good, Captain Van Winslow. Here's your blindfold.
Blindfold?
Come now, sir. You know the rules. All Probationary Club 41 members must wear blindfolds inside the club.
Right. How silly of me.
Very good, sir. Mind the step.
I've heard you make a mean gragatini.
Look out!
Nachos!
I'm so sorry.
Oi!
Sorry. Ow!
Get him!
Ow!
Oh, look out for his hand!
You took the hand off me, you cracker croaker! Aye! Ooh, me leg. What a fight! That was spectacular, Driftwood. Best pirate brouhaha I've seen in months.
I don't know what got into me. It was like my hand was possessed or something.
Possessed, you say? Sounds like there may be a follow-up story there. Keep feeding me these boffo pirate stories, Threepwood. I'll be handing over the secrets of Deep Cut before you know it.
Okay, one. Look at the blood, it's well fucking gory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. Second, like a gag, there was a gag in the first game.
What the? You put one of those miniature swords with an olive in my gragatini. I hate those things. It's a tiny gragatini sword with an olive.
Let us explore the rest of the island.
Hey, don't touch those.
Why?
They're mine.
Hi.
Ah, who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Joaquin Jacinto de Mera Alfonso de Oro, treasure hunter extraordinaire.
What were you doing down there?
Nothing.
It looked like you were playing with dolls.
They're not dolls. They're polyarticulated porcelain power pirates.
What kind of treasure do you hunt? Gold doubloons? Silver triploons?
Anyone can find gold or silver. I look for the rarest of pirate treasures.
I'm almost certain I'm going to regret asking this, but what is the rarest of all pirate treasures?
Porcelain power pirates.
What in the name of Davy Jones's closet organizer are porcelain power pirates?
They're the rarest and coolest action figures ever. I've been tracking them with the Porcelain Power Pirate treasure maps hidden in special boxes of Porcelain Power Pirate pear-flavored breakfast cereal. I've spent years tracking them down, and I've almost got the full set.
I do like the word flavored.
Did the wind shipwreck you on Flotsam Island too?
Yes, but I came here voluntarily, in search of the elusive Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirate action figure.
Can I call you Doro the Explorer?
No,
Can I call you Doro?
no.
What's that big pink pile of dolls?
Action figurines.
Okay, what's that big pink pile of action figurines over there all about?
Those are my extra pink pajama Pierres, the lamest and least valuable of the porcelain power pirates. I loathe pink pajama Pierre with the white-hot intensity of 1,000,000 exploding cannonballs.
Okay. Here's one of the things, and I don't know if the fourth game was like this, but it's really noticeable in this one. In the game, other Monkey Island games, scenes are framed. Could they necessarily are because you draw them first. And so 1, 2, and 3, that's definitely a case. With here, this is why it feels like somebody has a scene editor and they can just plonk down stuff wherever they like. Because the framing's really weird. With like the piers in the foreground, like a...
Hey, look! A three-headed monkey!
I've already got a three-headed monkey figure.
How many PP pirates do you have left?
The only power pirate I have not found is the ultra-rare, impossible to find Dark Ninja Dave with killer karate katana. I thought I might find it here on Flotsam Island, but I got scammed.
Scammed?
Jace, some guy in a plaid jacket with waving arms sold me a Ninja Dave map, but he just keeps sending me in circles.
Mind if I take a look at that map?
Take it. It's useless.
I'll let you know if I find anything. You're sure this Dark Ninja Dave is a valuable treasure, right?
It's the stuff that dreams are made of. Porcelain dreams.
What makes Dark Ninja Dave so rare?
Because a bunch of pirate parents had him banned on account of his pointy killer karate katana accessory. They said it was a choking hazard. Wimps.
Look! It's a Ninja Dave figure with throwing star action!
Where? I didn't see anything.
Sorry, must have been a leaf. That jungle sure is noisy.
That sounds like a hint it just gave me. I'm not sure what I'm looking for first.
That jungle sure is noisy.
Yeah, you're supposed to not give me hints. Big monkey.
Curious.
Ooh. Cool. X marks the spot. I get that. But I'm looking for a well. To start.
That oyster shell looks so empty without a pearl. Curious.
Pile of bombs.
Smilin' stands young Miss Mini Bombs. All the punch of larger mini bombs packed into a smaller package for petite pirate hands. You know, I better just take all of them.
Cool. That looks like a well. It's a calendar.
According to this, it's Sunday, the 12th of Manatee.
Oh, the humanity. Well, okay. I found...
I wish I were the mightiest pirate ever.
Arr, no!
Yikes.